Imagine the internet as a giant iceberg. The part we see and use every day is just the tip. This is the surface web, Facebook, news sites. These are all indexed by search engines. You can find them with a simple search. It's the public face of the digital world, familiar to billions. But this surface layer is only a tiny fraction of the internet. Beneath the surface web lies the deep web. This is a much larger part of the internet. It contains content that search engines can't find. Online banking portals, private email inboxes, academic databases, they live here. These are private, protected by passwords, paywalls, and authentication. This isn't sinister, it's private. It holds the vast majority of the internet's information. Think of it as the internet's vast private library. The dark web is a small, specific part of that deep web. It has been intentionally hidden. It requires special software to access, built on darknets. The most famous is Tor, the onion router. The name fits, layers like an onion. It uses layers of encryption to hide who and where you are. Anonymity is the dark web's core feature. That makes it very different from the regular internet. Identity becomes fluid and tracking is nearly impossible. So, the dark web is not the same as the deep web. It's an anonymized corner of the internet, originally developed by the US Navy for secure intelligence communications, to let agents communicate without being traced. Later, the tech was released publicly. Hoped to help activists and dissidents, but the same tools can enable nefarious uses, creating a paradox. The dark web is most famous for its illegal marketplaces. These sites look familiar, like an Amazon or eBay, but for illicit goods. Here, anonymity allows people to buy and sell things they could never trade in the open. Stolen credit card numbers, hacked social media accounts, illegal drugs, weapons. Sites like the infamous Silk Road created a new model for criminal enterprise. They operate with user reviews, seller profiles, and escrow services mimicking legitimate e-commerce platforms. Currency of choice is almost always cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin or Monero, adding another layer of anonymity to transactions. Beyond marketplaces, it hosts forums where hackers share exploits, plan cyber attacks, and sell malware. It can also host extremist forums that recruit and coordinate activities. But the same technology also protects journalists, activists, and whistleblowers, a tool for freedom that can enable harm, a complex moral landscape. For people under oppressive regimes, it can be a lifeline. There are communities devoted to privacy and political discussion. Some use it simply to maintain privacy from big tech. It highlights debates around privacy. Think of Edward Snowden and secure channels. Accessing the dark web is surprisingly straightforward, but you need a specific tool. The Tor browser. Tor stands for the onion router. Layers describe how it works. When you use a normal browser like Chrome or Firefox, your connection is direct, easy to trace. Your ISP, the website, and monitors can see where you come from. Tor breaks that direct connection and makes your journey harder to follow. It sends your traffic through a global volunteer network of relays. Think of nested envelopes. Each relay peels a layer. You send the first envelope to a random person, who sends it on, and so on. The final relay, the exit node, decrypts the last layer and contacts the website. The website sees the exit node's IP, not yours, masking your location, effectively masking your identity. To get started, download the Tor browser from the official site. It is free and available for Windows, Mac, and Linux. Once installed, it works like a browser, but addresses differ. Dark websites don't use .com or .org, they use .onion domains. These addresses are random-looking strings you cannot guess. You often find them on directories or through word of mouth. That secrecy keeps casual users away and hides many dangers. Remember, layers of encryption protect anonymity, but not absolute safety. Use official sources, keep software updated, and exercise caution. Tor can provide anonymity, but accessing hidden services carries real risks, which we'll cover next. Next, policing the dark web. Policing the dark web presents a monumental challenge for law enforcement. The very technology that defines it, anonymity, is the biggest hurdle. Tor is designed to hide a user's IP address, the key trace for investigators. When a crime happens, investigators often end at an exit node, not the perpetrator. Exit nodes can be volunteer computers anywhere in the world. That leaves authorities staring at an IP with no clear origin, so investigators adopt unconventional methods, going undercover. They create profiles, build trust, and gather evidence from inside communities. Sometimes they conduct staged purchases to trace sellers. It's slow and painstaking work. Investigators also look for vulnerabilities in sites themselves. A single mistake in a site's security can reveal its host or administrator. Many sites are run by amateur coders. Vulnerabilities exist. International cooperation is essential. The network and crimes cross borders. Traffic can be routed through a dozen countries, creating a jurisdictional nightmare. Whose laws apply? Which police force has authority? Differences in technical expertise and resources slow investigations. Delays can halt cases and allow criminals to continue operating. When big markets are taken down, smaller ones appear. A cat-and-mouse game. Alpha Bay and Hansa takedowns showed temporary victories. Criminals learn and adapt. They analyze mistakes, harden infrastructure, and adopt better encryption and privacy coins. It's a technological arms race. Law enforcement wins can be temporary. The decentralized anonymous nature ensures supply meets demand as long as demand exists. As long as there's demand, hidden corners will persist. Next, the risks of venturing into the dark web. Venturing onto the dark web is not like browsing the regular internet. It's fraught with risks. Even curious observers face significant dangers. The most immediate danger is malicious software, viruses, spyware, ransomware. Hackers build sites to infect machines. Your webcam could be hijacked, or your computer could be locked until you pay a ransom in cryptocurrency. The dark web is unregulated, a paradise for fraudsters. Many listings are fake. People pay and never receive goods. Crypto payments are anonymous and irreversible. Anonymous crypto transactions mean you can't get your money back. Reporting may not be an option if you were engaging in illegal activity yourself. There is also a serious psychological toll. Disturbing content can be one click away. Graphic violence and extreme ideologies are common and unmoderated. Exposure can be deeply unsettling and traumatic. Scams and malware are common. A deceptive link can change everything. One mistake can lead to stolen files, hijacked webcams, or encrypted data. There are no filters or moderation on many dark web forums. In summary, the dark web is complex and paradoxical. Anonymity serves both heroes and villains. For journalists, dissidents, and whistleblowers, it can be a vital lifeline. For criminals, it's an unregulated global marketplace. It's not illegal to access the dark web, but it carries inherent risks. Scams, malware, and disturbing content. Scams are rampant. Malicious software is common. Disturbing material is easily found. Remember, anonymity can protect the vulnerable, but it can also empower the dangerous. Use tools responsibly. Respect privacy, avoid illegal activity, and stay safe online. If you found this useful, like and subscribe for more tech explainers.